Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is now the second episode of BCCW Unscripted. It's a good name. I know. I didn't come up with it. We are here. Well, I'm here alongside the one and only Commissioner Chaos, and we are joined this evening by the Sparkly Sensation herself, Aluna Blue.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
We are going to do a little how are you within the company right now? Because we want to get your perspective on how you are doing, how you see the company is doing, and where you see yourself going further on down the line.
Okay, that sounds good to me. So I guess to start with, I've got to mention the fact that I love working for BCCW. You guys were the first promotion that sort of gave me a chance out on the circuit, and you've been giving me kind of regular bookings ever since for I'd say a good year now, and that's amazing. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. In terms of how I've been in the company, I guess the last few months for me at BCCW haven't quite gone to plan, I guess. Obviously, I competed at King of the Division 2, or tried to anyway, and that was in a scramble match with TJ, and we had Matt Clark in that match as well. Obviously, we had Jack Ball, who just won the shot to get into that match, Luke Casimir, and it was... I got injured in the match, like legitimately injured, and I hurt my ankle. And it just didn't quite go to plan. I was off for about a month after that. And I was gutted, I was absolutely gutted. And it happened, unfortunately, for that show, and I was devastated. And then I came back, for Fallout, and I was in another scramble match with Lucia and Bevan and TJ and Lucia. And then Lucia decided to hit me with a chair, and that took me out of that match. So my record at BCCW the last couple of months hasn't really gone to plan. It hasn't gone how I would have liked, unfortunately.
It hasn't, and for the most part, none of it has been your own doing.
No, I've been working really hard. I've been putting on the best matches that I can. And yeah, unfortunately, things just haven't quite gone to plan yet.
Yeah, the thing to remember in the King of the Division scramble matches, you were actually the King of the Division champion for the longest period of time in that match before your injury.
Yeah, exactly. And, at the point that I got injured, who knows? I could have won. I could have won that match. And, accidents happen. It's one of those things. It happened. It's no one's fault. But yeah, I could have won that match, and I didn't. And then at the next show, I got hit with a chair, so I didn't win that match either. Yeah, hasn't quite gone how I would have liked, but that doesn't mean that I don't still absolutely love working at BCCW. It is one of my favourite promotions to work at. I do love it. I've just had some bad luck recently.
I mean, looking at the matches as well, the breaking down. I mean, TJ's been he's been there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's be honest. He's been right in the midst of all this a lot of the times. Last month, the last show, expecting you just to lie down for him, as he did help you out of the ring when you got injured.
Yes, yeah.
Much, I think, even for TJ. Yeah. But Kamish, how do you feel about this? Because I mean, Aluna's got a point. Really, she's put on some great performances. Every show, without a doubt, she's just getting better and better, strength after strength. But unfortunately, it's not that she's coming up short. She's getting taken out of these situations. How do you feel, or what do you think we should be looking at going forward now?
Well, going forward, we already know what's coming. And on June 9th, at Hard Times, Aluna Blue faces her biggest test in her career. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got to be able to step up to the mark and be able to get the job done against Millie McKenzie. There's going to be no excuses, no outside factors in the middle of that ring, no steel chairs. Hopefully no injuries. And
No.
it's just going to be a case of Aluna Blue versus Millie McKenzie. Let the better woman win.
So just spitballing on that. So if Aluna steps up, she's able to defeat Millie McKenzie. And I'm not taking anything from Millie McKenzie because it's Millie. And she's going to be a very difficult battle for yourself. If Aluna does step up, if Aluna is able to beat Millie, where do you see Aluna from there?
Oh, where does Aluna Blue see Aluna Blue? She beats Millie McKenzie. Let's throw that out there. Let's make the commissioner's job easy.
Okay, where do I see myself? If I can beat Millie McKenzie at hard times, I think I like to be taken slightly more seriously at BCCW. I appreciate there's no women's championship as of yet. But I've been in scramble match after scramble match, to try and prove myself. But unfortunately, like we've, suggested, that things haven't quite gone to plan through no fault of my own. So if I could, beat Millie at hard times, I think after that, I would have shown even more so than hopefully I'm doing now, that I could, go further in the company.
Well, there's 2 championships. There is the king of the division. I know you've often said about being queen of the division. There's also the FCW Black Country Heavyweight Championship as well. I think there's no doubt in my mind if Aluna Blue was able to get the job done, then one of those championships could be on the horizon.
Well, all we can say from that is I look forward to seeing what happens next because I am an Aluna Blue fan. Our studio audience are definitely Aluna Blue fans.
Woo!
Like on cue. It is.
You didn't even have to press a button for that.
Didn't even need to press a button. It's dead good. It's a live studio audience. But we are looking forward to seeing where this goes now. This is going to be great. And at hard times, like we said.
But just to throw out there, what if Aluna Blue can't get the job done?
Where would that put you?
If I'm honest, I don't really want to think about that at the moment. I've got one goal, and that's to go into hard times and beat Millie McKenzie. And Millie is someone that I massively respect and someone that I hugely look up to. Millie was one of the first people that I messaged when I first started getting into wrestling. She was one of the first people that I spoke to about having my first ever match. This match means a huge amount to me on a personal level, but on a kind of wrestling level as well, to be able to wrestle her at Black Country, one of the first promotions that I had kind of an external booking at from my original training school, to be able to wrestle Millie at BCCW, that means the world. But I do have a goal, and that is, to progress from that match as the winner of that match.
Wow. I'm happy with that.
That's the only way. Time will tell. So that is it for us. It's just a quick shot. We're jumping in, we're jumping out. That's what she said. It's his line. He didn't go with it.
That's what she said.
Well, here we go. So anyway, this has been BCCW's Unscripted. Thank you, Aluna, for joining us on this one.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Commissioner Chaos, I have been your bastard. Thank you for checking us out. We'll see you soon.